Hello everyone, welcome to Friday's edition of JDQ. It's Jay's daily quiz and the end of the first week. So how have you got on this week? I'm looking forward to looking through your scores in the comments of the podcast, YouTube and on the social media platforms. So I'm very intrigued to see how you have done this week. Are you sat with a full quota of 5 out of 5 so far and looking to make it a clean sweep for the week? Have you struggled and looking for your best score? Well, you never know, today might be that day. As always, I've got 5 questions for you. A bit of a children's-y question for you this morning. There's a bit of history in there. There's a days of the week. And politics combined into one. There's a bit of geography and logical thinking with that question, and then there's a brilliant, and I love this music question, and I thought it's a great way to finish the week. So yeah, I've got that coming up for you as well. So 5 questions as always. Grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper, or find a way to make sure you've got those answers locked in before I go through them. But before we get to revealing the answers, you need the questions. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Here then is question number 1 for this Friday the 10th of January. So question 1, what shape does the Teletubby Tinky Winky have on its head? So what shape does the Teletubby Tinky Winky have on its head? Question number 2. How many British queens have been called Elizabeth? So how many British queens have been called Elizabeth? Question number 3. Traditionally, what day of the week do elections take place in the UK? I did mean actually I need to add this to my research list, because I want to know the reason why. Because it's a random day of the week to pick. So why this specific day? I need to add that to my research list and have a look. That'll be another rabbit hole I fall down. But on that note, question number 4. Which word can describe a horn beep or a South London town? So which word can describe a horn beep or a South London town? Straight away in my head, heard the word beep and went to supermarket sweep. But your final question then for today, number 5. How many things, and this is a classic question, how many things is Rick Astley never going to do in the song Never Gonna Give You Up? Good old Rick. So how many things is Rick Astley never going to do in the song Never Gonna Give You Up? Okay, there you go. That's your questions then for today. The answers then coming up in just a moment's time. I'm not one of these who will leave you hanging until the following episode to find out how you did. Nope, it's all condensed into one handy podcast. So you have everything you need in one place. So yeah, answers coming up in just a moment. So make sure you've got them locked in, because when the countdown finishes, it's time for the answers. Take it away, countdown man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, right, lock those answers in, get yourselves sorted, get those battle ready. Let's see how you did. Your questions then and answers are here. Number 1, what shape does the Teletubby Tinky Winky have on its head? It's a triangle, like the aerial, to get the reception on the telly. Yeah. Number 2, how many British queens have been called Elizabeth? 2. Yep, just the 2. Number 3, traditionally, what day of the week do elections take place in the United Kingdom? It is on a Thursday. So yeah, I need to have a look at this. I've got to do some research. I've got to add this to my research list and fall down a rabbit hole and find out why it's specifically just a Thursday. However, I do know that when this episode goes out, I'm sure that someone is going to have the answer for me straight away. And it's going to be something really straightforward. I can foresee this already. So thank you in advance if you're that person who gives me that answer as to why they're always on a Thursday. Question number 4, which word can describe a horn beep or a South London town? It is tooting. And again, all I heard was the word beep in my head and went supermarket sweep. Beep beep. Finally, number 5. How many things is Rick Astley never going to do in the song Never Gonna Give You Up? It is 8. Now this is going to challenge my brain because I was going to write these down and I forgot, and I'm not pausing the recording now. So never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to run around or hurt you, never going to make you cry, never going to say goodbye, never going to turn around and desert you. Yeah, there is 8, and worryingly I remembered all of them. That's big. And you can tell, by the way, because if you're watching this on YouTube, you can tell that I'm counting them and thinking at the same time. But yeah, 8. There we go. That is the end of this quiz and the end of this first week of JDQ. So how have you got on? You can share your scores for not just this quiz, but your scores for the week. So what we got: 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you get 25 questions this week. How have you got on in total? Or if you've just played this individual episode, share those scores in the comments of the podcast here on whichever podcast platform you're on, or on YouTube, or on my social media posts. But if you need a tie-breaking question, not just for today, but for the whole week, your question is this. Remember, as always, nearest to it gets the point. How many UK general elections have there been? So how many UK general elections have there been? Remember, as always, nearest to this gets the point. And again, if you still ended up on the same score or what have you, rock, paper, scissors, sort out all arguments. Yes. Okay. Right, time's up. The answer is 58. Yes, the last election was the 58th UK general election. So 58 in total. So whoever's nearest to that gets the point. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it then for the first week of JDQ. 5 episodes, 5 daily quizzes, 25 questions in total. How have you got on? Like I say, do let me know in the comments of the podcasts, YouTube, or also on my social media platforms. Best place to find me is at the Virtual Pub Quiz on Instagram. That's the best place you can find me with most of my social media activity. And give us a follow on there while you're there. Why not? I'll do one of those influencer things where they sort of, make sure you like and subscribe. But yeah, do all of that. You guys know probably more of what, you need to do. But anyway, on that note, thank you very much for joining me for this first week. It's been different, but we're in a new home now. And it is here, not just a flash in the pan. I did radio for 4.5 years, so this will be here for as long as you guys want to listen to it. So thank you very much for being a part of this new journey. Thank you very much for being here this week. And I'll be back next week. Back with another 5 quizzes Monday to Friday on all your favorite I do that again. I did that on the last one. Podcast platforms. It's not even a tongue twister. You'll find me on all of your favorite podcast platforms. You can even ask your smart device as well. To play Jay's daily quiz, and it'll give you the latest episode as well. So thank you very much for being here this week. Thank you very much for all of your time, and I will see you all soon. As always, for me, take care. Stay safe.